Hi there YouTube, Mark here with a video response to Lawnboy's Post 1975. I actually saw Lawnboy's Post 1975's video, and it was a response to the retro, oh my god, I forgot the name. Oh, whoops, and of course, Sidney Ramirez, how does it go? Well, I'm just gonna actually recording a video. You're in it. Lol. I will continue. Talk to you later, buddy. Yeah. NYC Gamer. Okay. Right. What is nostalgia for you? Probably, Sidney, if you want, you can do a video response as well. What is nostalgia for you? A lot of people actually own a lot of video consoles, a lot of retro computer systems. And yeah, I own very many computer systems, retro systems. And what is nostalgia? I think my experiences as a kid were quite similar to Electric Adventures. Whoa, all sorts of interruptions. In a way that most of my gaming, most of my retro computer experiences were actually on systems that I did not own myself, but on the systems that friends, neighbors, family members owned. Yeah, my first gaming experience actually was the Pong of my uncle. Of course, we were so enthusiastic that he actually let us keep it, let us take it home. So that was a cool thing. Uncle Joop, you are the cause of me still playing video games. So most of the systems actually I was exposed to back in the day were actually, the 2600. That was a friend's, classmates, and I played a lot on the 2600, but I never owned it. The Vectrex, another classmate, owned the Vectrex. Beyond my reach, far too expensive. I never got a Vectrex, but I did play it back in the day. So the nostalgia for me for those systems, the 2600, the Vectrex, actually comes from playing those back in the days and not necessarily owning them. And of course, I was very aware of a lot of retro computer systems back in the day. I could actually operate all the computer systems, knew the load commands, knew how to program BASIC on them. Actually, it was kind of my expertise, and I actually helped out quite a lot in the local library where these computers were on display and ready for use for other people. And I would help people load in programs and stuff. So, I had a lot of experience with all these computers. I used them back in the day. I used computers at school, a TRS-80, but never owned them. And still, I'm nostalgic for those as well. Of course, I never got rid of any other. I never got rid of my old. Whoops, sorry, Mark. We'll chat later. Yeah, no problem. Yeah, no problem, dude. You're still in the video. You'll see. Oh, man. Okay. Let's go back to recording the video. Yeah. What was I telling? Oh, yeah. So I am still nostalgic for a lot of the systems, and I actually ended up buying a lot of the systems because I wanted to have them. Systems that I never owned as a kid, but had exposure to and used, or yeah, I just want to have them and want to use them. And of course, I am lucky enough to actually never have gotten rid of any of the old computer systems. Actually, never got rid of any games. unless they were doubles, and or games that I didn't necessarily play, or when they were doubles. I did actually get rid of one thing that I just totally am still. I actually got rid of all my PC gaming boxes. I kept all the manuals, I kept all the serial numbers, but I got rid of all the boxes. And that happened when I moved in with the wife, with the girlfriend. And I didn't have the space, so I just ripped up all the cardboard boxes, and I kept very little of them. So yeah, I've still got a shitload of DOS games, Windows games, but I lost most of the boxes and I threw them out. And that's the only thing that I actually threw out. But yeah, nostalgia. Nostalgia basically also is nostalgia for an era. I never was exposed to the Intellivision, but I still like the system because I saw ads for it, I saw clips from it, and yeah, still I like it a lot. I didn't get to play it, perhaps only once or twice, but I do like it. ColecoVision, same. We actually had my cousin had a Spectre Video, very similar to the one Electric Adventures is using. And we were actually hacking into MSX games, trying to make them work on the Spectre Video. And we're sometimes successful, sometimes we were not. So basically that made me very nostalgic for MSX. Friends of mine at school had MSX systems, so yeah, that made me very nostalgic about MSX systems. And basically, yeah, any old computer system. I mean, I used a lot of systems. I was exposed to a lot of consoles, and the consoles or systems that I wasn't exposed to or did not necessarily use, I'm less nostalgic about. And still, I'm quite intrigued. I'm very intrigued by the Tandy Coco, for example. I used the TRS-80 Model 1, 2, and 3 at school, but I never used the Tandy Coco. The Dragon 32, I mean, I was very close to getting one of these new ones. Still, I didn't get it because I don't have any software for it, and it's not compatible with the Coco. But yeah, I think I would love a Tandy Coco, working Tandy Coco with a nice solid-state storage solution, and just explore the machine. I mean, I didn't get any exposure to the BBC Master System, or the or just the BBC microcomputer, but I knew them from magazines, and I was always very intrigued about them. I mean, they ran similar software to the Spectrum and the Commodore 64. I mean, they are of the same era, and I was reading computer video games and a lot of other game magazines, and a lot of the times software would be multi-platform and would also be available on the BBC. And I always was very curious after the other platforms. I always rushed out to a friend to play the Spectrum version of the Commodore 64 games that I was used to. And MSX games, I always ran out to another friend playing some MSX games, some Amiga ports. But the Beeb, I mean, that wasn't a big thing in the Netherlands. The Acorn Electron was, sorry, but not a lot of my friends actually had an Acorn Electron. So my exposure to Beeb software, Acorn software, was very limited. Still, I was nostalgic for the system. And the year before that, I managed to actually acquire a BBC microcomputer with the help of 8-Bit Micro. He pointed them out to me, and I got some great solid-state storage solutions for it. And I'm really very nostalgic about the system. It's like I'm catching up. I get it out every once in a while and program on it and try some of the games. And so it's basically probably because I'm from the 8-bit generation, I guess. My first console actually is a 4-bit system. The Odyssey 2, that's a 4-bit 4-bit CPU. So 4-bit gaming, that's me. That's me. It's an Intel CPU, the 4040, I believe. It's a 40. It's a 4-bit microprocessor. So even before that, you know, I'm a 4-bit gamer, and yeah, basically any console or computer from that age has my interest. And I'm really nostalgic for the systems that I owned, of course, and I will probably never get rid of them. I mean, I've been gaming most of my life. Only 4 years, 6 years, 5 years. Only 5 years of what I am right now, I didn't game, and that were the diaper years. And yeah, the years that I was busy doing other stuff. And of course now I also do other stuff. But yeah, that's my nostalgia on video games, video reply to Longbox Post 1975, and addendum to Electric Adventures, and I totally forgot who was the real, let me see, it's, yeah, TheRetroholic, that's true. Didn't TheRetroholic do all these 2040p review videos and stuff? It's a cool channel. Go check it out, I say. Well, let me go back to the Mark signing off, and I'll be back with another video soon. And if you don't know Electric Adventures, go check out his videos. If you don't know Longbox Post 1975, also known as Dave, check out his videos. And yeah, Mark signing off. And yeah, that's it.